Hello guys and welcome to another video with Cass on the Maizuma channel. So today we're going to run a quick experiment in here. We're going to process a total of 2,000 geodes, and I have a little setup that I'm organizing here with the chest inside Clint's blacksmith place. And in the first chest you can see that we have a total of 500 Omni geodes. We also have 500 of Magma geodes, 500 frozen geodes, and also 500 of the regular geodes. The white chest is just for my regular items that I use. So I have a bunch of stuff and information that I want to share with you guys, especially what kinds of items we can get all of this, how much we can get if we sell everything, how much we're going to spend to process everything, and things like that. So let's get going because we have a lot of things to do and a lot of things to say. I checked with the wiki and it says that the luck of the day does not influence whatever it is that you get out of geodes. But just to be sure, because this is beta version, I will eat this because this gives me a buff of +3 luck, and as you can see here, today is not a lucky day for me, so we're trying to get the best out of this. So I'm going to eat this, I'm going to get the luck buff, and we're going to talk to Clint now. Okay, so I can basically now just click with the mouse button in here and hold the mouse button because I have some mods installed in here to make this process a little less painful, guys. So what this mod basically does, I have two mods to deal with that. The first one allows me to basically hold my mouse button and Clint will keep processing the geodes for me. And the second one speeds up the animation so I don't have to wait as long for Clint to process all of the geodes. So we also know that we need to spend 25 gold to process every geode. It doesn't matter what type of geode that we're going to process. All of them are going to cost 25 gold. And since we're going to process a total of 2,000 geodes, guys, it's going to cost a total of 50,000 gold to us. So whatever comes out of those geodes better be good. Now we can organize the chest, and so you guys can have a quick look of what we have in. So let's move on to processing the frozen geodes. Alright, so after around 2 minutes of processing all of this, this is what we get. So those are the results for the frozen geodes. And I forgot to mention it, but the frozen geodes can also be sold, and we can get a total of 50,000 for those. Let me make sure to check on this one as well. So if we sell this entire stack, we can also make 75,000 gold alone from selling this, guys. So keep this in mind if you want to make money. So let's do the processing for the Magma geodes. I want to also mention that it's possible to sell the geodes themselves. So for each type of geode, I have a stack of 500. If I sell all the 500 regular geodes, I can make 25,000 gold. If I sell the frozen geodes, I can make 50,000 gold. And if I sell the Magma geodes, I can make 75,000. So it's a total of 150,000 gold if I sell all of those. And the Omni geodes, they don't pay for those, so they don't count as well. So just for you guys to keep in mind, maybe depending on what you want, if you don't need the items, it's better selling the geodes than keeping them and processing, because processing also costs. Alright guys, this is the breakdown for the Magma geodes, and we're going to take a better look on all of those in a moment. So now let's move on to the final one, which is the Omni geodes. So those should be getting us some pretty cool items, right? You guys will soon enough notice a huge difference with the Omni geode. So check this out, guys. We are not able to store all the items that we can get out of this. So I will have to keep coming back to the chest, and this is the reason why the chest is closer than all the other ones, to store all the items, make room in my inventory. So store all of those, and we have almost a full chest already, and then I need to go back to Clint and keep processing, and we're not halfway done yet. So as you can see, we will fill up our inventory pretty soon because apparently the variety of items that you can get out of Omni Geodes is much larger, guys. I'm full again, and let's empty our inventory. Yeah, apparently I'm not able to store all of those items in here already, and this is also why I have the black chest. So this is for the extras, guys. So this is all the extra stuff that we are already not able to store in here. And we got our first prismatic chart, guys, which is pretty cool. So let's keep processing. And it's done, finally. Okay, so let's distribute everything in here as good as we can. I want to maybe move the clay and the rocks to the other side, and so I can store other stuff in here. Move the computer stuff to this region, and maybe we can even store some extra stuff on the other one now that we made room for those. Yeah. Okay, guys, so let's analyze what we have in here. So let's organize this chest, organize this one, organize this one. Those are organized, I think. So look at this, guys. Uh, if you organize this, you can see that most of the things that we're going to get are stones and clay, and followed by the ores in large amounts, but not as much as rocks, and followed by all the kinds of minerals and yeah, and this is not a mineral but an artifact also counts, right? So this is the same pattern with every geode, guys. Look at this: 200 rocks, followed by clay, followed by ores, followed by minerals. So this is the pattern that we're uncovering in here. It's clear that we can get a lot more rocks from the regular geodes than we do for the other ones, because this one is only 200 and it's significantly different. This one also lots of rocks, but maybe because we get also more items from those, guys. You can pause the video at any moment. You can do your statistics if you want to do so. Once again, same pattern: lots of rocks, followed by clay, followed by ore, but this time with the magma ones we also have iridium ore. Okay, now for the Omni Geode, we don't see the pattern in here because I had to split those in two chests, so we can still see that first comes rocks, and then clay, and then followed by all the other minerals, including the artifacts. And if we check again on this chest, we can see that the first ones are the ores, followed by all the minerals and artifacts. We can also It's also noticeable how it's I don't know, it seems like an uniform distribution. So like 5, 7, 5, 4, 5, 7, 4, 4. So I would say we can get around 5 of those, 5 of each. Those have a similar probability, but there are exceptions. I don't know that Arenite is an exception, but the prismatic shard for I'm almost positive and sure that this is an exception. So we will get less prismatic shards. This is super rare item in the game anyways. So yeah, this was not supposed to be here, but I'm doing this manually, so let's take another look on this other side. So guys, once again, can pause this at any point, and I have my teleporter in here, and I will just sell all of those at once. I will not sell those separately because I'll just make the day pass, and when I come back the next day, we won't have any items on us. I'll just sell everything together. And you guys can see that I had to stop time in order to make this video. This is just an experiment, so I'm using the mod and I stopped time. So what I can do now is to just teleport back home. I can put all of those in here inside the chest for selling. I'm not even going to split anything. We're just going to check the results when they come. So yeah, I'll keep going back to the blacksmith place. I'll get our stuff from there, and I will keep selling those. So okay, guys, and it seems like a ton, but I also need to point out something. I made a mistake, guys. I included the diamonds with everything, and I shouldn't be doing that. So we're going to need to subtract those values from the breakdown in here. So let's see, guys. Look at the amount of iron that we made out of this, guys. So as you can see here, in my opinion at least, it's totally not worth selling your ores, guys. Look at the amount of coal. If you get all of those, guys, you can process all of those for free, basically, all of those ores, because you have lots of coal as well. And you can't make a lot of money out of those anyway, so it's much better to keep the ores for yourself if you can. So marble makes us good money. Let's see, the Neptunite makes pretty good money, guys. Check this out. Iridium ore also can make you lots of money, but once again, you might want to use your iridium ore for something else, since you can craft things out of those. We made 17,000 out of star shards, guys. Those are pretty good as well. 10,000 out of the fire opal. And we have basically the same quantity of all of those. Check this out, guys. 20 of those, 23, 27. Those are all in the same range, guys. Around 25 of each, as expected, guys. See this 22, 18. There's of course there are always exceptions. So 27, 22, but around the same stuff. So with the ores we get 430. 465 with yours. Let's see more stuff, guys. Maybe we can find the gold here, 303. So this is pretty different. So I don't know if I can say the same thing about those. But with all the other minerals, guys, 23, 25, it's around 25 always, or around 23. I don't know. So let's check this one. Yeah, we didn't make a lot of money from those. Like the dolomite made some money, but yeah, not a lot of with all of those others. Helvite also made us pretty good money, 15,000. Haven't missed the diamonds yet. I need to pay attention to see how was the value of all of those diamonds that I kind of didn't intended to sell, but it happened anyways. So here are the diamonds. I sold 19 diamonds by mistake. So we have to subtract a total of 18,000 and a half from this. 10,000 from this thing. I can't pronounce this. Big site maybe. Um, and nothing really interesting out of those as well. So let's check out the other stuff. So we also sold all of our rocks, so almost 1,000 rocks, guys. Absolutely not worth it. Keep the stone with you so you can craft staircases for the mines, for the school cavern. So we made less than 2,000 out of those. It's much worth keeping those. And clay, maybe you also want to keep those. Selling those is worth nothing. Dwarf gadgets are pretty okay considering there's nothing you can do with those besides decoration. So it's also cool. So we also got 25 ancient drams and 19 dwarvish helms. I suppose it was supposed to be a helmet. I don't know. Okay, guys. So yeah, this is basically what we could get. So how much were we supposed to subtract? 10,000 out of the diamonds? 10,000 and a half, 15,000? I don't know. In total, we made a total of 300,000 out of those. And considering that we spent, how much was it? 50,000? 50,000 gold to process everything. It's obviously worth selling everything. And you can also make twice as much money by processing the geodes and selling them. Well, minus the amount that you're going to spend to process the geodes, compared to what you can make just by selling the geodes. But once again, maybe you don't want to go through the process of processing that many geodes at the same time. It costs time, costs your patience, maybe. And yeah, subtract from this the price of the diamonds that I completely forgot for now, and you have how much all of that stuff is worth, guys. So this was the breakdown, guys. This was our little experiment. If you have any other ideas, just let me know in the comments. Don't forget to leave a like to help this video, and thank you very much, guys. Hope to see you soon. Bye.